There are many differences between air personalities and disc jockeys. Today in the 2-minute drill, I want to talk about one of the key differences that will separate those who are just performing a shift and those who are doing a show. And there's a huge difference. It's connecting with listeners. The key to long-term sustainable success is to, first of all, understand who your target audience is and serve them well. But how do you do that? That can be hard and it's kind of vague, and most of the time stations and personalities don't get specific enough, especially in a volatile world that changes almost by the minute. Now, this has nothing to do with finding the right topics to talk about or just being relevant. It has everything to do with connecting to listeners on a warm, personal level. Disc jockeys are pretty good at executing a shift by finding the right things to talk about. Personalities connect with audiences and relate to them. So how can you identify where that audience is today? What's happening in their world? Today I found that listeners are really hungry for connection, for discourse, and really someone who will just listen to them. And that last part is key. That demands air personalities that are, number one, authentic, that are unique, which is different than being original, by the way, that are personal. How can you do it? Several steps. Number one is to know who you are for. Who's your target audience? I recommend developing a target audience persona. Second is to know who you are by building a character profile. I call it a 5-star character brand, so you understand who you are, who your audience is, and then you can perform boldly by turning up the volume on the character traits in your character profile and proudly be who you are. And that's how you can perform a character on the air that's based on your real life personality. It'll also help you perform with boldness and keep you out of what I call the zone of mediocrity, which is kind of in the middle, where nobody really hates you and complains, but the audience doesn't really love you either. This is not the time to be shy or timid. It's time to take risks and take a stand, but do it in a smart way by following those steps. And that's your 2-minute drill.